Hello, everyone. I think that we can all agree right now that we're living in unusual times, at least to us. COVID-19 is disrupting everything around us. And for this reason, our acting executive director of the CRC, Colin Watson, and the Canadian Ministries Director, Darren Roorda, they're calling on all of our churches to pray and fast on Good Friday, this Friday. As a council, we discussed it last week, and we thought that it was a good thing. What is prayer and fasting? I don't think I need to say much about prayer, but fasting, I think, needs a little more explanation. Fasting is something that I suspect many or most of us are unfamiliar with. We know what it is, but in terms of experience, that might be a whole other question. Fasting is when we don't eat food and we only drink water. It shows to God, it's a way of showing to God that we're grieved about something. It's something that we do to help us call out to God. And for this reason, praying and fasting, they go together. And so I want to give a few instructions about fasting before we would fast together. The first thing I want to say is if you have any health conditions, you should not fast. Our health care workers, they've got enough to deal with right now, so please don't add to it. If you have a health condition, please don't fast. What you can do if fasting is not something you can do is that you can abstain from things. You can keep your meals very basic. You can leave off the ketchup and the gravy. You can keep your conversation at the table to a minimum. Use as much salt as you normally use. If there's anything that you know that you need to have, please keep it in your diet. If you're older than 60, you might consider that a health condition. For children, rather than a fast, ask them to give up cookies or maybe sweet drinks for the day. Maybe ask them what they think is a good idea to abstain from, so that they have some buy-in. We don't want to make it a day of fighting. Because we don't generally fast, maybe you have never fasted, I would suggest that we fast only until dinner, about 5 o'clock. In your homes, I would suggest that you come together to pray 3 times. Once earlier in the morning, maybe about when you would have breakfast. Once around lunch when you'd normally have lunch. And then once before the dinner hour. In the good times, we trust in the Lord. And in these times of anxiety, we also trust in the Lord. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact me, message me, email me, phone me. This is unusual, being called to fast. But as I began, we're living sort of in an unusual moment. And so we go to our God. God bless.